I will be showing you how to submit a catch return for your Nephrops permit. First, log in to the permit database. Once you've logged in, your dashboard will appear, also known as the portal home. This displays all your permits and their details, including if any catch returns are missing for each permit. To submit a catch return, go to the side panel and down to the Catch Returns tab. From here, click on the permit that you want to add returns for, in this case, your Nephrops permit. It will then show you the status of your returns over the past few months, whether any returns are missing, overdue, if you've submitted data for a certain month, if you've started entering data but not yet submitted it, or if you've submitted a nil return. In this example, we will be submitting a catch return for the month of May. Once you've selected that month, a calendar will appear and you will select the days that you fished during that period. Once you've selected the days, click Next. You are unable to submit your catch return until all the necessary data is filled in. To select the area you fished, click the button and it will take you to an interactive map of the district. From here, you will be able to select the areas you fished by hovering over and clicking. You can select multiple areas at once. Once you've selected an area, it will appear on the right-hand side. If you accidentally select the wrong area, you can delete this by reselecting that same area. There are some areas with smaller sections. Whilst hovering over these, a magnifying glass will appear, and if clicked on, the image will expand, allowing you to correctly select the area you fished. Northwest IFCA do not record offshore data, but for your own interest you are able to select offshore as an option so you have a record of when you have fished inshore and offshore. If you have only fished in one area for the whole month, then you are able to select Apply to all selected dates that do not have an area set. When clicking Next, it applies that area to all the dates that you have fished that month. Once you've selected the areas you fished that month, you are able to enter the catch return data for the selected dates. You will be unable to submit this return until this data is added. Once you have clicked the Enter Catch Return Data button, it will then list all the days you fished that month. You are able to minimize each day and focus on one day at a time if you prefer. The data entry will vary depending on how many areas you fished in one day. If you fished in one area, you will enter the number of pots set, the number of pots hauled, and the soak time. You will then add the landed weight and the bait type. If you fished in multiple areas in one day, you will enter the number of pots set and hauled for each area. And a combined total per day will appear in the top box. You will also add the soak time for each area. When adding the landing data, you will write the total for that day in the top box, and then provide a rough estimate as to how that landed weight was split by area by selecting a percentage from the drop-down box. The percentages must total 100% combined. You will then add the bait type. There is a comment section at the bottom of the page where any comments you have for that day can be added, including if any other species were caught that you would like to record. Once you've filled in all the required data, click the Save and Exit button at the bottom of the page. If green ticks appear by the landing data, you can submit that catch return. It will then ask you to clarify the days you've fished. If these are correct, then fill in the name of the landing port and sign your name in the declaration box at the bottom. Before clicking Submit Catch Return. Now you have submitted your catch return and it will show as data submitted.